Welcome back to the Bible Reading Show. I'm with my best friend, Ryan Leon Holdeman, and we are givers.
Yes.
We have given away tons of stuff this year,
Right.
And we're ending the year, fingers crossed, about 20 more days, that these three chicks are going to go to Disney with us.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. If they back out and they don't do it, let's me and you go.
Yeah, we're going anyway.
We'll go anyway.
Yeah.
And if you, our peeps, want to go with us and meet us at Disney, we're going to be in Disney in February. You want to go, hit us up. We'll give you the dates. You can go down there and hang out with us.
Right.
We will chat Mickey. We will chat the Bible.
Right.
Conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Because we're just going to be following them around all day while they go ride the teacups and Magic Mountain and all the stuff. And me and you are going to be making memories together.
Yes.
BFFs. Call Josh, Sergeant.
Okay. I don't have my phone.
He's your best friend. I'm going to call him. He's your best friend, right?
Yeah.
All right. Call Joshua Garby.
Okay.
He might go with us.
You might have season passes.
Yeah. I mean, he might go AWOL. He's vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Garvey, you're on the Bible Reading Show with me and Leon Holdeman. Congratulations and hello.
Wow, what an honor.
I just wanted to thank you again for sitting in the hot seat here and taking a whole week to just, read the Bible and inspire other people to read the Bible.
That's what I do.
And you've actually shared with me that it has inspired a lot of your followers to jump on board and start reading the Bibles, correct?
I think I got you at least 12 new followers.
Oh, see, you're going to have to come on more often then. Would you do that? Would you come back more often?
It would be my honor, sir.
I'm going to put a pic up here of three girls that we're going to be taking to Disney World. But as I watched you and Ryan do the show, I realized almost every single day you proclaimed that you were his best friend. And he didn't say anything. He's like, of course I am. Because he's since told me that he's everybody's best friend. But I thought since you're Ryan's best friend and I'm Ryan's best friend, and we're taking these three girls that have read their Bible to Disney World, would you like to go to Disney World with us?
My goodness. I mean, you got to be vaccinated to go to Disney World, don't you?
No, not anymore.
Not in
just
Florida.
wear a mask. It's Florida. It's the land of the free.
Well, I guess it would depend on the date and the time.
Okay, well then why don't you think about it? I mean, since you're Ryan's best friend, he would probably ride the teacups with you better than me anyway. Not that I'm bitter. I'm not bitter at all. But I would let you ride the teacups with him at least. And it's a small world. You guys could have your own boat and just ride It's a Small World together as friends. And I'll just sit in the back and read the Bible.
That sounds right.
All right. Well, hey, this is an official invite since you've been on the show.
Right.
If you would like to go with us, we will give you the dates and the times and where we're going to go, and we might could squeeze you in.
That would be awesome.
All right, man. You come back up, and we'll let you sit in the hot seat again and do it one more time.
All right. What about the pop quiz that we were supposed to do?
Yeah. Give me a day because I got something really hard for you.
Oh, you got one for me? I thought it was me about to quiz you.
You can. Go ahead. I'm ready. I'm always ready. It's the Bible.
Okay, so I gotta pull it up.
Okay.
This is a juicy one.
A juicy one.
I don't know anything about the Bible. I'm going to flunk.
So,
I literally know nothing
to
about
verify
it.
that you're not cheating.
Oh, no. I'm not cheating.
So,
I'm
Can
not
you hear me?
cheating. Yeah, I'm not cheating. Go ahead.
let's see here. Okay, so
False. That's my answer. My answer is false.
Oh no, this is not a true or false.
Okay, go ahead.
So there is a woman in
Okay.
the Old,
Okay.
and she was there during the time of Deborah's reign as a judge.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
and this woman,
Mhm.
she is famously known in the Book of Judges for inviting the enemy into her house.
Mhm.
And the enemy's name, I'll give you that, is Sisera.
Okay. And
And
she
so-
she hacks a tent peg through his head, right?
You got it. And I just want to know what that woman's name is.
Is it JL?
Oh. Well, I guess we'll take you to Disney World, sir.
Is that it?
That was the one.
Oh, okay, man. I don't know.
How is it that you just can memorize a woman like that in the Old Testament? Such a Proverbs 31 woman like that. How did you remember her name?
I don't know. I've been reading the Bible for 31 years straight.
Now, the second question I have is, what does JL mean?
It means she who drives a tent peg through a man's head.
That is, we're going to accept that as a correct answer.
Hey, man. Well, thank you so much for that hard question. I'm glad. I think I got it right.
You correct, you did.
All right, buddy. I love you, and we'll let you know about Walt Disney World.
I'll be there.
All right, bye. Whew, glad he asked me an easy question. Ooh, I was nervous. Boy, had me nervous. He starts pulling up the Old Testament.
Right.
Whew.
Going deep.
God help me, going deep. Let's jump in because I got a deep question for you.
Okie doke.
All right, I'll read it. Matthew 17 is where we are. Matthew 17:1. 6 days later, Jesus took Peter and 2 brothers, James and John, and led them to a high mountain to be alone. And as the men watched, Jesus' appearance was transformed so that his face shone like the sun and his clothes became white as light. Suddenly, Moses and Elijah appeared and began talking with Jesus. Peter exclaimed, "Lord, it's wonderful for us to be here. If you want, I'll make 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah." This has always puzzled me. You got to help a brother out.
Okay.
It's a hard question. I don't know if I know the answer. I hope you might.
All right.
How in God's name did they know it was Moses and Elijah? Because there's no pictures.
Yeah.
There's nothing to look back on. There's nothing to go, hey, there's a photo of Moses. How, when these 2 chaps popped up on the mountain, did they just know that's Moses and that's Elijah?
I think they had "Hello, my name is" stickers on right here.
That's the best answer I've ever heard. Hello, my name is sticker.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then it was when later on James went on to invent that sticker.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have struggled for years to know how did they know it was Moses and Elijah. And Jesus doesn't rebuke them.
Right.
So obviously they're right.
Yeah, right.
But no, on a serious note, how do you think they know? How do you think these guys just know within their knower, oh, that's got to be, there's a lot. It could have been Daniel.
Yeah, right.
It could have been Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah, right.
It could have been Adam. It could have been Abraham. It could have been Isaac or Jacob. But suddenly, boom, they just know, oh, Moses and Elijah.
Yeah, I guess maybe if I had to guess, there's just something in their spirit. They just know, like you said, they just know in their knower. Like maybe there's not really any context clues other than that's Moses, that's Elijah, and I just know it. I don't know.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I'm going to call Josh. I bet he knows. Don't you think Joshua knows? Do you have any
probably does.
ideas on that, Joey?
No idea.
No idea at all.
Idea is probably Josh knows.
Okay. Call Joshua Garvey.
All right. You got it, Pastor Josh.
That's right. We ordained him.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I forgot to give him his title, Pastor. I called him Sergeant. That's good too, though. He's a sergeant.
Sergeant Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sergeant Pastor Garvey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
It's Mark Evans of the Bible Reading Show again. It's Wednesday, and you asked me a question yesterday. I got it right. Did that shock you that I got it right?
It actually did.
Okay, good. Well, me and Ryan are stumped, and Joey is stumped, and we thought if we're stumped, all 3 of us are stumped, we're calling you to see if you have an answer. Can you pull a Bible out for us?
I can.
Well, hang on. I'll just read it to you, okay? So hang on. And then I want to know what you think about it. So it's Matthew chapter 17, all right? And in Matthew chapter 17, they're on the Mount of Transfiguration, verse 2, and the men watched Jesus' appearance was transformed so that his face shone like the sun and his clothes became white as light. Suddenly, Moses and Elijah appeared and began talking with Jesus. Peter exclaimed, "Lord, it's wonderful for us to be here. If you want, I'll make 3 shelters as memorials, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." And my question to Ryan today, and neither one of us really have what we think could be a great answer, how did he know it was Moses and Elijah? There's no photographs, there's no Polaroids, there's no Instagram accounts. How did he know it was Moses versus Daniel or Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego or Abraham or Isaac or Jacob? How did he just know in his knower that the two men standing with Jesus are Moses and Elijah?
Okay, so I have a theory.
All right, give it to us. That's what we want.
It's a conspiracy theory.
That's fine too. We like it.
That's all I got. So this is the unique thing about both Moses and Elijah.
Okay.
When the Bible talks about them, they specifically they're the two people in the Old Testament that asked to see the glory of God. Mm-hmm. They asked God to see His glory. And what's interesting is right after that it says that the Lord placed them on a cleft on a rock. Mm-hmm. Okay? So they both have the same question. They both get placed in the same place. And my conspiracy is that potentially this is where we may have seen, it could have been actual time travel being fulfilled during that time to see the glory of God, which is Jesus. That
is awesome. So time travel could be the answer.
It could be the case. It's a theory. I can't prove it because the Bible does not 100% declare it, but it is a question I have when I go to meet the Lord.
Yeah, I have no problem with time travel or transportation because we see it in the book of Acts with Philip. Philip's transported. Nobody really thinks about that. Jesus walks through walls, so that could be good. So, hey, thank you. That is a theory, and we appreciate your theory.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
I don't know if I was ready for that.
No, I mean, it's the choice I have now before me is time travel or hello, my name is.
Yes.
And I'm confused on which one I like better. I love time travel because I love sci-fi.
Yeah, right.
And that feels good. And I love hello, my name is because that just fits well.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jesus thinking ahead. Before there was ever stickers, he made stickers because he's the eternal God.
Yeah, right.
And so now I gotta give my thought. Okay, so those throw me, right? So here's what we know. Elijah never died. Is that correct?
Right.
He was taken up a chariot, right?
Right.
Just shoom, and he's gone.
Yep.
So he's taken up a chariot. So that means if he's not dead and he shows up on the Mount of Transfiguration as an undead person, it would kind of go, well, okay, since most people believe that the dead are in the grave and the dead stay in the grave, right?
Right.
That they probably knew as a good Jew, dead people don't come back and hang out with Jesus, right?
Yeah, right.
Because that's kind of weird, not necromancy. It's totally against the Old Testament to have a dead person. So I think Elijah was there as proof that he was taken from heaven to earth. He never died, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
So you got Jesus, who's the Son of Life, standing next to a human being, which is weird, who's still not dead.
Yeah.
Okay? How was Moses there? Go to Numbers chapter 20.
Okay.
So Numbers chapter 20, we have an interesting thing because it used to always really kind of tick me off that Moses really worked super hard for God, right?
Right.
Like he left his family for 40 years. He wanders around the desert, and then he comes to this moment, and God says, reach out your stick and tap the rock, and he gets ticked off and shouts at it and slaps the rock instead of speaking to it. So listen to verse 12. All right, so this is Numbers chapter 20, verse 12. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not trust me enough to demonstrate my holiness to the people of Israel, you will not enter or lead them into the land that I am giving them.
Right.
This was a place known as the waters of Meribah, which means arguing, because there the people argued with the Lord and demonstrated, and there he demonstrated his holiness before him. My belief is the two things. Number one is that God is a God of grace, right?
Right.
And that Elijah, because God is also both judgment and righteousness, right? He's the God who judges, but he's the God who's also righteous. He's the God of mercy. He's the God of grace. I think Moses and Elijah represent both of those.
Yeah.
I think Elijah gets the mercy, grace of God, and boom, he's gone. He's off the planet. He's alive.
Right.
And Moses gets the judgment of God, right? So on this mountain, you take this guy back here that gets judged. You're not going in the promised land, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right.
And so powerful Moses was that it was God had an angel bury him. Nobody, even Lucifer's like, dude, I want his body, right? I want his body, and give me his body. And so he shows up in the promised land because I believe it was the grace of God, kind of like what Josh said. It was the grace of God that allowed Moses to come on the Mount of Transfiguration and stand in the promised land on this Mount of Transfiguration for one moment, to stand on this mountain as a symbol of grace and mercy and judgment. So on this one mountain, Jesus, who he will say is the Son of God. Right. Listen to him. Right. We know that Jesus is both righteous and he's both judgment. Right. He's both truth and he's both mercy. And I think standing on the mountain with him at the moment is Elijah, who was transfiguration, and Moses, who was the one that was going to lead him in but blew it. And I think God in his grace lets Moses come back and stand on that mountain as you didn't go in now, but now look where we are. Look at this. You're standing here with the Son of God, not just standing here with a bunch of moaning Israelites, but beside the Son of God. And I think also that Elijah represented the power of God and Moses represented the law of God, and standing on the mountain was the representation of Jesus Christ embodied. He was both the power of God and he was both the fulfillment of the law of God.
It's good.
That's all I've come up with, and I've tried. If you got anything else, shoot it down in the comments. Let us know. I'd love to know. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out with me today.